Today I am joined by Attack on Aaric, and we are going to discuss some of our fond memories of Attack on Titan. All that after this. Good anime afternoon. Today I am joined by Attack on Aaric. Go and check out his channel. The link will be in the description below. He posts some great anime content, all the way from Attack on Titan videos such as reviews, updates, and even an exposition of Attack on Titan that may go worldwide. And you can even watch a video of him cooking. And we're going to talk through some questions I have for Aaric on Attack on Titan. So the first question I have for you is, who is your favourite character and why?
My favorite characters favorite character, I'd have to say would be Sasha and Connie. I can't choose one of them because I love both of them. And the reason why is because they remind me a lot of myself. So yeah.
I think we picked like quite opposite characters because my favourite are like Levi and Mikasa, who have that really cool demeanour, and you picked like the complete like opposite, the comedy sort of centric characters.
Yeah.
But there's some really good choices. I love Potato Girl. That's what I call her. And ever since she first came up, amazing. But do you remember in the first scene when she was there eating her potato?
Yeah.
Were you just not thinking, you effing idiot, what are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? It's like someone in your class who you know's doing the wrong thing, and you know the teacher's seen them, and you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's what that reminded me of. Okay, next one is, who's your least favourite character, if you had to choose?
I would say Marlowe, because whenever we first met Marlowe, I thought he was really annoying. I mean, I still think he's annoying, but yeah, I'd say Marlowe.
Yeah, fair enough. And like I've said before, and a lot of people on my channel know that Armin is probably my least favourite character now. I've always sort of hated him because he goes on whining for such a long portion of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And he always gets given a big speech. And you've got the whole 5-10 minutes of his resolve before he gives his 5-minute speech. I think that's the main reason I really don't like Armand.
Yeah, I can get that.
Okay, what is your favourite scene and why?
I actually didn't think about this, but I would say I'd say a random scene that really doesn't even involve Titans really is probably the Potato Girl scene. You reminded me how much I love that scene. I thought that was such a funny and great scene. So yeah, I'd have to say that.
I love that scene, but I also like that carry-on scene where she had to run around without any food, and then she started biting off that person's arm.
Yeah, that was funny.
I think for me it has to be a Titan scene. It has to be when Levi was against the female Titan.
Yeah, dude, that was hype.
And he just went absolute rage on her. And she did not know what hit her at all when that happened. And for me, that's got to be my favourite scene. I've put on here, what is your least favourite scene? But we kind of struggled, didn't we, to think?
Yeah, I couldn't... I don't think I have a least favourite scene, really.
I think the only one for me, and it links to least favourite character, is just when Armin goes off.
Oh, yeah.
I think that and a couple of flashbacks. But like I said, the flashbacks are pretty good, and they increase, your... the character and the character development, but I'd rather it increase some of the plot because there's so many questions on Attack on Titan.
I know.
And you're constantly watching it just to try and get the answers out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your worst death scene for you, or your favourite death scene, or do you know which who do you know what one made you feel the most? I guess is probably the question I want to ask.
I'm pretty sure yours is the same answer because you brought it up earlier. Is when Levi's squad dies by the female Titan.
Yeah.
That hit me right in the feels, dude.
Yeah, no, it was an excellent scene. But do you know, as they did that whole thing where they went to trust Eren and they did the flashback, which I really enjoyed, where they all bit their hands and they all said, "Trust us, we can work together."
Oh, yeah.
And then when Levi said that line about, it's up to you, you can either trust us or trust yourself, but I can't tell you which one's right, I knew that they were going to die.
Oh, dude.
And then when they're up on the trees and they're just saying, no, trust us, we'll take care of the female Titan, I was just like, no, transform.
I completely forgot about all of that happening.
I've recently started watching it again, and I'm only up to the bit where they've just trapped the female Titan. They've literally just sprung the trap, and I can't watch any more at the moment.
Oh no.
It's making me a bit like emotional, and I never normally have that with animes, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can go through that again.
Yeah.
So I've thought of put it off watching it again. Okay, what is your favourite Attack on Titan theme song? If you had to
I
pick.
would have to say the second opening, because like it just I don't know what it is about it. Like I love the first opening, but I just think the second opening is just a little better, really.
I just have to completely agree with you, but I know no one in the comments will.
I know, dude. Like everyone's just gonna like unsub simultaneously, you know? Because they're like, nah, I don't agree with you.
It's like
the video.
Yeah, it's like the first opening hype, isn't it? That's what brought a lot of people into Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think it was just the whole emphasis on the Wings of Freedom and the Scout Regiment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The way it was done with like the Scout Regiment flag flying, them all like on their horses riding out. Oh, I just love the intro so much, and the music I really like as well.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of Annie? Because, like I said to you earlier, there's a lot of people in the comments who really dislike her.
Yeah. No, I liked her character, and I'm hoping we get to see more of her at some point in the manga. I mean, who knows when that's gonna be? Just like Aaron's basement, but yeah, no, I liked her character. I thought she was cool.
I don't know if anything actually is going to happen with her. I don't know, because you're obviously a bit more up to date with the manga than I am. But as far as I know, she is still crystallized and in prison.
Yeah. She's still crystallized.
And I'm just like, so when is she going to come out? Do you know what I mean? It's another question, isn't it?
Yeah.
When is she going to come out, and what is she going to do?
I think that there's only going to be one more arc left in Attack on Titan after this arc, and I'd have to say at some point in that arc, she'll come out and do something.
Yeah. Well, I think because the creator of Attack on Titan did say, I think in an interview, that he's changed the ending of Attack on Titan due to the popularity.
Yeah.
So he was originally going to get everyone to die.
Yeah.
And
Dude, that would have been sad.
would have been interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would have liked to see how everyone would have died. Just like he said that Sasha was going to die in like chapter 35 or 34 or something, and I'm really wondering how she would have died. But yeah, no, it would have been really tragic, but it would have been a very memorable ending. I would say that.
Would it have been like, do you know when Eren first goes out of his squad after the Colossal Titan comes? Do you know when they all went out and then his whole squad, was it, I can't remember any of their names, I think I remember Thomas was one of them.
Oh yeah.
And they all got absolutely slaughtered.
Yeah.
That I think it would have been, she would have been put in that squad. Maybe something like that. Okay, last question. What do you think is in Pixis's flask?
You know, I thought very hard on this one actually. You know, I thought for days, and I came to the conclusion that the One Piece is in his flask.
Because lots of people, like, it came up on a picture, and then I've put it in as video topic, and a lot of people get the joke and have been like voting for it, and I felt really bad that they're wasting their vote on this on this joke topic. But I thought it'd be best if we just answer it in this video. It's got, honestly, it's got to be some sort of alcohol, but
yeah.
it was just so interesting because he steals that nobleman's like bottle of wine, if you remember, sometime like early on before the Battle of Trask.
Uh-huh.
Do you know the bit where he's like, oh, he always lets you win chess? And he's like, what? And he steals the bottle, but then he's always drinking that flask.
No, I mean maybe he just put it in the flask, you know?
Yeah, probably. Alright, well, thank you for joining me on this.
Oh yeah, man, no problem.
It's been great. And if you have any more questions about Attack on Titan, just post them in the comments below, and at some point we'll end up answering them in some video. And as always, have a great Attack on Titan afternoon.